The Real Secrets of Men. Part 5.
Dealing with the deathly silence. What is the deathly silence, and how can you prevent it from destroying your hopes of getting some action tonight? In my last video regarding dates and crashing and burning, I also touched upon the deathly silence, which occurs far too often on first dates. The deathly silence occurs when two people suddenly disconnect for some reason, just like a weak Wi-Fi signal. Picture this: you start off strong on your first date, impressing her with great stories, and you feel the chemistry building between the two of you. Then suddenly, poof, the connection just dissolves and you're both groping for something to say. This fatal gap in conversation, unless it was intended, can permanently ruin a first date because it makes it look like you went to war unprepared. A woman may think that you're essentially incompatible or things just got weird for some reason. What can you do to prevent it? There are a few expert steps that you can take to divert the situation so the vital chemistry you've been helping build does not dissolve completely. Here are the steps. Number 1. Fight the deathly silence with humor. If you don't know what to say to your date anymore because your thoughts have become jumbled or you simply blanked out for no reason, joke about your situation. Humor always beats deathly silences. Why? Because humor produces laughter and happiness while a deathly silence causes unease and tension. When two people find themselves without a single story to tell, it's usually because they were too energized in the beginning and they became fatigued as a result. This mental fatigue will eventually pass, but before it does, you have to assure your date that everything's going to be fine. Make her smile or laugh out loud, do what you can to transition from silence to passionate conversation again. Otherwise, your date might as well say goodnight because you've both run out of things to say to each other. If you can't tell a good joke even to save your life, just backtrack and remind your date of something you both found funny earlier in the date. This usually works because repeating a good story always reopens the floodgates of positive, warm emotions. There's definitely a formula for invoking emotions, and soon enough, you'll understand how this formula works. Number 2. Shift gears and just move forward. Talking about anything is better than talking about nothing, so this is my second piece of advice. Do what you can to shift gears and move away from the deathly silence. Your date doesn't like it any more than you do. However, if you expect your date to shift gears for you, you're greatly mistaken. Women expect men to make an extra effort during dates even if the woman is already attracted to you. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit personal strength and natural leadership. Believe it or not, these factors come into play during a date. In addition to a woman's desire for fun and adventure, you must also show her that you are a natural-born leader. The alpha male doesn't have to be burly and muscular. The standards of a strong man have evolved significantly through the ages. The strong man of today is seen as reserved yet fun to be with, confident and with a sufficient level of energy. Can you be this man for the date that you dream of every night? Number 3. Spark excitement again and again. Excitement lights the senses and emotions on fire. If you can make your date excited and energetic over the simplest things, you're a born winner in the dating game. Continue what you're doing because you're doing it right. One of the easiest ways to make your hot date more excited is by telling stories. It doesn't matter if you embellish some of the details in your stories. What matters is your date is having a good time. Your date probably knows that you're exaggerating some of it for her sake, anyway. If you have a lot of great stories to tell and your date is constantly on the edge of her seat, you can be sure that when you're both ready to call it a night, you won't be going home cold and lonely, if you know what I mean. Trusting someone on the first date is difficult for women given the fact that men can easily turn to predatory behavior. Don't be the guy that women are afraid of, be the decent one that they won't mind sharing a night of passion with.
Introducing The Obsession Method by Kate Spring. Kate Spring, pictured in this video, is a relationship coach, YouTuber and best-selling author from Vancouver, Canada. She specializes in helping men from around the world win the hearts of women by mastering radical authenticity and female psychology. Kate's acclaimed online program, The Obsession Method, has sold nearly 100,000 copies and is widely considered to be among the best and most comprehensive men's dating guides on the planet. The Female Mind Control Handbook. To get your free ebook, Click the link in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to watch this short video. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next video in this series, The Real Secrets of Men. Part 6. Arriving in the coming days.